Welcome back for a second episode of Growing Lemon Trees from Seeds. This covers days 14 through 31. This first mover on day 15 is bent at a right angle coming out of the soil so soon. It has one healthy leaf, one unhealthy. This one looks like its cotyledons are just burned, dead or dying. They're deformed, but there's growth in the middle. Shoot apical meristem is still working. And the third and fourth positions to sprout look like they can still be salvaged and have healthy shoots. I hope this is not some kind of global condition where all five are going to look like that, the first one and the second one. So it's day 17. This isn't getting any better. It looks like something could still sprout from the middle, new sets of leaves. And the same here, everything just looks shriveled, deformed, and smaller than I think it should be. You know, this reminds me a lot of the Navel Orange episode 2, and I cut the series off after that because as soon as I took off the plastic wrap and exposed it to the dry atmosphere, it got burned up and died over the next few days. I'm not suggesting that's the problem here, but on day 20, this first mover looks like it's more or less a goner. Looks to be in bad shape. The stem itself is turning kind of yellow. The same has happened here. So I think for these first two positions, they're done for. They're goners. And the same thing is happening here with the third and fourth movers. And it's the same story. I don't know if this is a fungal infection or whatnot, but it seems like we do have the fifth seed germinating in the least favorable position. This position in the upper left of the pot receives the least amount of sunlight every day. And as you can see, the wall of the pot, the rim, shades it a little bit. So on day 24, I basically gave up hope for the first four movers. And this one is very interesting. It still looks very healthy, although it's too early to say. The others looked healthy coming out for the first few days, and then they all died. So what looks like a piece of dirt is actually a membrane. The seed, whatever it is, I wouldn't say seed coat since I peeled that off, but you know, the endosperm is all green and split open like that. It's odd. So on day 27, I basically gave up hope for the first four. I think they're all dead, and I don't want to relocate this one or touch it in any way. I haven't watered for quite a while, actually. It's been maybe 2 weeks at this point because I had a string of cloudy, cold days in the 70s in the Fahrenheit, maybe the low 20s in Celsius. And it wasn't until day 29 that I decided that I would use some distilled water with a little bit of Miracle-Gro mixed in to fertilize. I didn't want to wet the pot anymore because I'm sure for such a large mass of soil in this large pot, the soil would stay wet for weeks and weeks. So I'm somewhat thinking that this is all due to root rot, although I'm not sure why the coldest, wettest position in the pot, which this one occupies, would be the one that doesn't get root rot. And I still haven't solved this mystery of what happened last year to my navel orange. I ate 50 navel oranges, I got 2 seeds, and then I peeled the seed coat, tried to germinate them. Actually, I think for that, maybe I didn't peel the seed coat right away. But anyway, they looked a lot like the seedlings earlier in this episode on days, 14 through mid-20s, where everything just came out bent. And then as soon as I removed the plastic wrap to that navel orange seedling last year, the sole survivor of the 2, it just shriveled away and died. Looked like it was burned. So I'm just going to do this spot watering here, and since the rest of the potting mix in the pot is drying out, if it's too wet, the moisture will just dissipate and get absorbed by the drier potting mix adjacent to it. So thanks for watching the second update. I hope to have a lot more progress soon.